can get that on. Brother Kev, you want to talk about how we looking with that and the ideas we coming up with for the Juneteenth event on Saturday?
Yeah, for Juneteenth celebration, we're looking at 12 vendors, and coming along pretty well. All the food vendors are locked in. I'm trying to concentrate on those who have books for sale and those who have jewelry for sale. We always try to have 2 vendors from each category. So as far as like food is locked in, treats are locked in, one jeweler is locked in, clothing and pearl, that's locked in. I want to have someone with natural products. I got to reach back out to those people. And different programs, community programs, and I want to lock those programs in as well, outside resources as well. For the Juneteenth celebration, we're going to celebrate it a few things at one time, like you said, it's a Father's Day celebration as well. But we're going to have community highlights for those new Black businesses that's thriving consistently. And with that, we're going to do a T-shirt fashion show, also with the young ladies who braid hair. That's one of the community highlights, is the lady named Shayna Perkins. She's a small braid shop, just started about last year, and she's thriving in her business. So I wanna give her flowers now. So her highlight will be those modeling the T-shirts. She will also do their hair as part of the fashion show as well. It's important for the platform itself to highlight those businesses that's on a up and coming, thriving, or up and coming success, and those who already have their success. It's just to encourage them to keep going forward. All right. Sometimes it's we stop for whatever reason, but a lot of times we stop from not having the encouragement. So this right here is the encouragement that, help propel any small business or hobbyist to keep on going forward. This is our third Juneteenth event. Last year was our second with the collaboration of Unia-Acl. This year is the same thing. We just doing it more out in the front. Instead of using community lot, we're doing it more in the front. We do have more games coming, more outside games coming, and we will have 2 10 by 30 tent areas set up for those who want to sit under the tents, picnic style, not picnic style, pavilion style setups, so that way they can enjoy the scenery, also enjoy the food, conversation. And those who don't, those who can't fit any favors, bring their chairs, bring their little lawn chairs, and we will use the center of the street to do the T-shirt fashion show at the same time. Right now, we're working on programming it out for us time slots. So I know we're going to start the fashion show at 4:30. That give people time to get in, get settled in. Also, the models that get here and arrive, relax, kick back, and enjoy the scenery as well. But we want to program it out because from 2 to 7, we're going to program it out from 3 to 6:30. That way we can have something going on every hour or every half an hour, wherever it leads up to. So that way we can entertain and give people the full scope of what Juneteenth is about.
I'm glad you said that. I was just about to ask about that. I know you had a pavilion set up, but I was going to tell people to come on out, bring their chairs too, so right. they can just lounge out and we can make it a nice event. Right. Also, I got the governor candidate, John King. I'm not saying I'm voting for him. He just wants to come out and speak. So if anybody knows of any speakers, we can have them maybe go on after the fashion show, right, Kev? That's how you wanted it to be?
Yeah, we're looking for those who do poetry, those who do dance, like modern dance. I know we had the drummers last time, did the performance. We want to highlight our talent. that's what the Black Flea Market is here for, is to highlight Black talent in Black communities. We always get a negative feedback or negative outlook on a lot of things that we're doing. But this time, man, we want to have a positive vibe, someone who does poetry with a conscious mind. Those who dance the same way.
Y'all didn't hear that, did y'all?
Yeah, we heard it.
Dang, I'm on the computer, and my daughter has it. You know how the phone set up to the computer, and I'm sitting up there looking and like, how's the computer ringing? My bad. Sorry about that, Kev.
So yeah, so we want to highlight those who do certain things. Like I said, we want to do poetry. A couple poets, maybe two, then go on and do their spill. If we can have dancers, performance, things like that. I would like for the youth be performing. That gives them the confidence to grow more and keep on going forward. There's nothing wrong with the adults doing it, but I want to kind of like stay within that youth range doing certain performances. And overall, it's wanted to be a nice time. It will be other things going on in the community as well. The school has something going on. They should be shut down around the same time that we're starting. I know in the back lot, they're having something back there, like a music festival back there as well. And the church is having something too. And I say that because people think it's taken away from one thing to go to something else. I looked at it like that at first too, but then had to readjust my screen and say, if it's cool for those coming in the community and celebrating, that says something about our community that, people enjoy coming and enjoying themselves with the neighbors and surrounding neighbors in a peaceful environment. So that speaks value of the community alone for people, coming out doing different things in the community, rather than small pockets. It's people coming out and enjoy themselves. You know what I mean? And that's cool. It's different, but it's cool, but it's also needed. You know what I'm saying? So, I tip my hat to those who are doing things positive in the Black communities all over the city, man.
Why I got you there, Kev, is I'm blessed. I got a Colonel Jamal, who's Colonel of African Legion on. Mm-hmm. And I wanted to ask him a question. And we're going to have a speaker as well. Sister Yvette, Mosiah's wife, is on. Thank you, Sister Yvette. I'm going to get to you in 1 second. Brother Jamal, though, I know the guys at TNAT. I was looking to maybe get somebody to come out and do a little drumming. That's why I wanted you to jump on real quick. I didn't know if you could give me a number or reach out to somebody.
Oh, yes, sir, for sure. Race First family, how everyone doing?
Race First.
All right.
Race First. Yeah, brother, I can get that for you. No problem at all. I can send you their contact as soon as we get off the line.
All right, that'll work. That's all I needed. If you can stay on, that's great. I didn't want to hold you up.
Yeah, I'm here now. Yeah, I had to add that first. Yeah, man. You know my situation,
good.
Man.
I know. I don't want to stress you out, but I wanted to reach out to you earlier just to say what's up and then and mention that. And I've been busy, so I'm glad I just thought to catch you. But yes, just hang in there, and I will definitely link up.
Okay, I'm on the line.
All right, perfect. So yes, so Brother Kev, so we rolling. So we're gonna look for some poets, see if we can get somebody to do some drumming and some speakers. I'll say a little something to represent the Unia. And Sister Charlene, I spoke with Sister Charlene today. Unfortunately, she was supposed to come on, and then something must have happened with her mom. But so hopefully we can get her and her fam out as well, just to give her a little break, So.
Okay. Also about the flag.
That's why I was starting, brother. Second Vice President, Brother Frank, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Brother Kev wanted to mention the flag. So before I get Sister Yvette to go on, I know you're part of the RBG Coalition, you're the founder. Is that possible we can do that, or did you not want to do it just because Mosiah couldn't be there and he has the materials?
Well, actually, I'm probably not gonna make it on that day either.
Okay.
I got an event on that day.
Okay. How much is it for the materials, or where could we go to get that? What does he use?
So those tablecloths, the 100-foot tablecloths, I found them at this one store. They're like $8 a piece. So you got, I think, what we do, one of each. So, you know,
The tablecloths, that's what he uses?
yeah, it's not a tablecloth, but it's a, I think they call them
I know what
vinyl.
it's kind of like what we use what I put on our vending tables. You talking about something like that, right?
Yeah, but they're 100-foot long, so it's like a vinyl runner or something like that. I can't remember the name, but
It's a runner.
It's a
yeah,
runner.
Okay. It's a runner. Yeah,
yeah.
we could probably look them up on Amazon or something like
Yeah,
that.
they got it on Amazon.
Okay, cool. And then we can get some RBG, and that'd be good just to even represent a young brother out there, because I know he would love to be out there. So, and just on that, I know Lady Preza, I got Kev on now, so I don't want to forget any questions for him. You said you were vending there, correct? You're gonna vend?
Yes.
Okay. So I'll link you up with Kevin afterwards, and y'all can talk about whatever's going on for that. That's our Lady Prez, Kev, the one that does the fish and the juices.
Yeah, me and Kevin, we know each other now.
All right.
Oh, yeah. You know, we got the vegetables in the ground.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah. Yes. You know, I see you.
All right. Yeah. All right. Well, I don't want to hold up, Sister Yvette. You there?
Could I throw in a quick question?
Yeah, go ahead, Brother Cam.
As far as pertaining to the event, if I'm not mistaken, you mentioned that there was supposed to be a candidate there that would be speaking. Is that right?
Supposedly, yes. I'm
Okay.
working on it. He said he's coming, but you know, I gotta sit.
I understand. Well, you know, as I kind of stressed on the last meeting, if you can, man, we gotta get him on camera. We gotta ask him what is he gonna do for the Black community specifically.
That's right.
And you know, that's just my opinion, but I feel like we have to get him on camera, and at the very least, you know, once we put that in his face, he's gonna have to answer it, you know. And
now hold up.
We can hold him.
Go ahead. Not to cut you off, Brother Cam, because I got a lot on my plate. I don't want to forget. Before that, I'm trying to get him to meet with us on Zoom. Okay. We can talk straight up with him. That's what they were trying to do. We couldn't coordinate it. So that's the first thing, and then I can record that. But if he's there speaking, if I wanted to do it like he did the last time, where he had answered some questions, you know, from the audience. And if we can do that like he did, I don't know if I sent you the video. I asked him how our division can get up building and stuff like that. If we can get him on, that's a perfect question to start asking, how he can help us with the what's he going to do for the Black community specifically. Yeah, that's a great question. Yeah,
and I just want to piggyback to brother, because you're on the right page. I'm on the same street with you, because I don't hear anybody really having a plan yet.
That's right.
They just doing a whole bunch of talking, and I'm sick of the talking. And I don't know about you guys. I put on my Facebook page Mitch McConnell's number, all of the senators in Baltimore, where y'all can call them and make some noise about what's going on. They basically said if they don't hear from you, they're going to think that you're okay with everything. HR 8, the gun law, it needs to be passed, but people don't even know what it is. And that's the crazy part to me. I keep on hearing all these people complain about the violence. I said, but what are you doing about it? So I'm all in, like Westmore. I'm not hearing him. I just hear him. He's dealing with all the popular people in Baltimore, because he hasn't come over to our street. So if you're not down in the weeds and you just popping up all of a sudden, I'm not going to vote for you. And I'm telling everybody, do your research. Please do your research. And whatever you're passionate about, if they're on it, then that's the people. We need to put the people in that's going to vote yes on the things that's going to help our community. And if you guys don't believe in it, don't believe voting is not going to happen, or it's not good, nothing's going to happen, it's a lie. It's propaganda that they're spreading. Please check out these candidates. November will be here before we know it. I'm sorry. That's it.
No, that was great, Lady Prez.
Nah, that was great. Don't be sorry, Lady Prez. I endorse that.
And we gotta remember, and this was something it took me a while to do. Marcus Garvey teaches us to be involved with our politicians, the pastors, everybody. We need to be active, and we need to show that as a UNIA that we are strong in our community. And again, quid pro quo. If you're not going to do what you're supposed to do, we getting your ass out. So that's just good for us to even show strength that we're dealing with politicians. It takes our organization to another level and our community.
And Brother Kajani's son is running for Congress or Senate.
The founder.
Yes, the founder. So his son is running. And because I've been with him, I've worked around him, I've seen him in places that I'm in. So I was looking at him as well. And we just need to we need to make sure we make the right decisions.
That's
because
right.
We see what's going on right now. We
That's
got
right.
50 Republicans and 2 Democrats that keep on voting no on everything that's going to help us.
That's right. That's right.
Okay. I'm good.
Well, just to finish off my statement or whatnot, like I said, you know, I'm not able to be there, unfortunately, but if you guys, even if we can get the brother on a one-on-one meeting, you know, yes, we're going to record it then, but I think we also need to still, at the same time, any candidate that comes out to any type of community events and they start speaking, wanting our votes, we still need to question them, you know, with hardiness and have it recorded. So when the time comes, you know, if they do get in office, we can hold them accountable. So, you know, I yield my time.
Before I hold on, Sister Yvette, I got you. Brother Cam, are you free that weekend?
And what exactly, what
the weekend of the 18th, the Saturday the 18th is the event.
I may be. I'm not 100% sure.
I'm gonna get with you because Brother Tony been asking to get. We're trying to get you up here. That'll be a good little chill time to get you up here too. But we're gonna try. We're gonna work it out. But we gotta get you up here.
And I'm gonna make sure you eat well when you get here.
Oh, well, sounds good. Sounds good.
My man. All right, Sister Yvette, you there, my queen?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right, wonderful, wonderful. I'm glad you could make it. As you know, I've done a lot of events for Mosiah. He's always been, I think he's been on my podcast probably more than anybody. And so we were all shocked and disturbed. But really at this particular point, it's not about what happened. It's just how we can support the brother. So I just want you to just give some details of what's going on and, you know, how we could support him and update on the trial address. I mean, the court address and the trial and so forth. Just go in if you wouldn't mind.
Okay, first of all, I want to thank you all for inviting me. And any other Zoom meetings or anywhere I can be of service, please contact me. You can call me. My phone number is 443-271-2407. Reach out to me. I'm here, race first. I am standing in the gap for Mosiah, and even once he comes out, I join him in the mission of supporting our people. Mosiah does not have a court date as yet. It was changed because he was indicted, and then by us being able to get the monies to retain his attorney, the court date has changed. I don't know what that date is. I'm going to contact his attorney tomorrow to find out if there is any update as far as a hearing. He's doing well. He said if you ask anyone asks anything about him, tell them that he's a POW MIA. So he is studying. He said that if he didn't have the state of mind that he has, we meditated a lot. So he got in the habit of meditating daily. So that's what he's doing. And I told him that's essential because once you meditate, you can escape from those walls. So I talked to him this morning. I gave him some words of encouragement to support him and let him know of the support that he has out here. And he's so happy to hear about that. I had to shut down the stall, but Grandma Louise Pies is still in operation. One of the brothers, he offered me to manufacture out of his home so that I won't have the overage and commitment to the Avenue Market and the kitchen that he was operating out of. They wanted $500 a month, including the obligation that Messiah had made with them to get a discount rate to clean the kitchen. And I work a full-time job. I'm an LPN at University of Maryland. So it's quite difficult to leave from a clinical day and to go to the kitchen and have that commitment without being completely exhausted. I moved this stuff from the store today by myself, but as I was, I prayed before I left. It wasn't nexting on me. Everything moved smoothly. People who saw me pulling stuff out of the stall, they saying, "Can I help you, ma'am?" So I trust that the Most High was looking over me, sending me assistance to get the things out of the stall, because they had called the operator of the Avenue Market, wanted the things moved out. So I was able to do that today, and I'm moving along. He often tells me, "You're a warrior," and I told him, and I will always be that. I will remain to be that. Just because we're going through this situation doesn't mean that our knees buckle. It's time to straighten up and raise your head and straighten your crown and move forward. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. He can't get letters. They stopped being able to write letters in the Maryland's correctional facilities. You can only send him postcards, and you can look up his inmate ID. I do have it. It's 149926. That's 149926, and he's at the Harford County Detention Center. He got a few postcards, and he was happy to hear, to see and read those postcards of support. I have developed a petition, and during the African Liberation Day, I was able to fill up one page, and I'm just trying to get as many signatures to submit to his attorney, so that she can see the support as well. And those who, once I do get a court date, yes, flood that courtroom, wear your red, black, and green. Let them know that we're a presence in that courtroom to support Messiah. This whole situation is from Messiah being kind to someone who was envious of him, So it's not what the media had put out, and he was very shocked to find out that the media had put out such detail, but without him having a voice. But he still has a voice because he has me. And I see that he has you all too. And I'm trying not to be emotional because I'm a crier. So I try not to be emotional about the support that he's getting, but I am so grateful. So grateful beyond words.
I have a question, sister, if you don't mind.
Sure.
I honestly, I hate to ask this question, but what did they charge him with? Do you mind giving us a little bit of details on that?
Well, he was charged with armed bank robbery.
Okay. And do you know how much time he's facing right now?
That is pretty much, I don't know. He could be facing a lot of years, is found guilty of this.
Yes, ma'am.
But he's confident that he will be let out of there. He often says, "I'll be home by December, no worries." So he often says that to me, because the reality of all of this hit when I look around our apartment and it's empty. His presence is not here, but he says his presence is here because we are spiritual beings and we can be where we went. His presence is here. The reality hits sometimes, and I do get a little despondent or get a little depressed, and I have to push myself to eat or push myself to go to work or just push myself to just be. So he encourages me more so me encouraging him, because he says that he sees that it's getting it's tough on me out here, because I have not just his bills, I have my bills as well, and our bills together to navigate through. But the Most High is gracious, and I am grateful how the doors are opening and things are just coming to help me navigate through this.
Yes, ma'am. Well, my love and support goes out to you. And if I'm able to or whatever, I'll try to see if I can donate a little something to him. So thank you for bringing that up. Yes, ma'am.
Thank you so much. So thank you so much.
Let me ask you something, Sister Yvette, which has been really troubling me. How is his son? Because his son was staying with him, correct?
Well, his son, we will get his son on the weekends.
Okay.
His son is with with Mosiah's mom.
Okay.
And she has such a Christianity, I don't know. It's kind of rough because she won't let me see him. It's like she keeps him away from me, and Mosiah wanted that especially for me to keep the visits going, so that because right now he don't know where his dad is. He thinks his dad is away on a mission to take, with the homeless, because that's what his grandmother told him. So he graduated this past Wednesday, and I told Messiah that I would go to be a presence for him. I know I can't replace him, but I wanted to be there. So he's managing, but he definitely, soon as he hears his dad's name, he just looking around with urgency, trying to see his dad, or so just keep him in your prayers that Mosiah won't go on too long and be missing these vital times with Sire. His name is Sire.
Okay.
Go ahead, brother. If I may chime in just a moment. One thing you could do possibly, sister, which I have done myself, is that maybe you can look into seeing about getting a temporary power of attorney to be able, as far as over his parental rights, so you can still be able to basically have a legal action or a legal obligation to be able to see his son or come in contact with him. So just something that you may just want to look into.
Okay.
Permission to speak?
Thank you.
Yes, go ahead, Chief Elder.
First of all, Hotep and blessings, sending out positive energy for healing and spiritual growth and protection around the world. Coming from our tribe here in Georgetown, South Carolina, I say ashe, ashe, asheo to everyone that's on this call. I just going to be briefly because my grandkids, they just popped up about 5 minutes ago, so I got to give them some attention. Sister, Mama Earth, I just sent you a text message to your phone. Okay. Me and our tribe here in South Carolina will definitely give you 100% of our support. So I want to lift any burden that you have. You are queen of this earth. And I want you to represent that position as the queen of this earth and fear nothing, because we have your back. The UNIA definitely have your back. We join in forces as one powerful people. And I just want to put this out in my conclusion. Give me the contact information of whoever is going to be representing our brother as well, so I can do extensive research on his background. Because first of all, I want to make everybody aware, when you hire any attorney, the courts already know that you are incapable of handling your own affairs. You see what I'm saying? So that's why it's better that we start getting into the area of law. And I'm talking about the right law. I ain't talking about this European system at all. You see what I'm saying? I'm taking on a course now to be a postal federal court judge. That will give me the authority to even go into the Supreme Court and shut it down. This is what's coming down the wire, my family. I want you to know that that final bell of justice is finally getting ready to start ringing, and we ain't gotta wait another 6 months. We ain't gotta wait another year or a decade for our solidarity and our freedom as a powerful nation of people. We have all rights and heirs to great Mother Earth, and we must claim her. We must start acting like gods and goddesses because it says in the Bible, the Quran, and the Hadith, ye are all God's children of the Most High. So we need to start acting like a god and a goddesses and bring in the swift justice with our ancestors that backing us up because we have the power. We not giving up this time around. As long as I'm on my post, I'm here for eternity. And then I'm going in the spiritual realm and clean up over there as well. So we fight in a spiritual war and a physical war all at the same time. So sister, I applaud you. I honor you. You keep up the fight and you keep up the struggle. Race first. I say,
I say race first.
I say.
Thank you, brother Everett. I'll be reaching back out to you. There's a brother out there in California. His name is Timothy. He's representing the UNIA out there. And he's, in short, he's one of the brothers that put up that fight back in the days with that first brother that got attacked and got beat up by the police officer. Rodney King, yeah, that brother right there. I did had an opportunity to speak with him, and he asking me to step up to become a member of some part of the UNIA reconstitutional rights or something like that. So I did share with him our economic development plan for self-sustainable communities. It's a 23-page document. Brother Edward, I would definitely send a copy out to you so that you can have that too firsthand. I conclude right now, and I just sending out positive energy for healing and spiritual growth and protection. Race first.
Race first, Chief Elder. And I'm starting the podcast back up next week, so I'm gonna try to we gotta get back at it too. I got you covered.
Yeah, yes. Send me a link and everything, and we'll keep in contact.
You got it. Race first.
And also, Chief Elder, I haven't forgot about you or whatnot for us getting together and making this emergency plan. Brother Everett reached out to me, and he pushed another agenda on my plate or whatnot. So once I get done with that, me and you're going to be getting together and working on that if you don't mind.
Okay, and definitely I'll be standing by waiting for that communication link, but just hit me up in a text message so this way it's locked in my phone already.
Yes, sir.
You have my number, right?
That's right. I have you locked in.
Okay, great.
Right. Thank you, brother.
I say.
Anybody have any more questions for Sister Yvette before we could proceed on? All right, I'm going to proceed on with the meeting. Just a quick couple of updates, and then I'm going to introduce our newest member, Brother Charles. Reminder that we are doing a sock donation. So if you got some socks that you guys want to turn in, let me know. It'd be great to collect a bunch of socks at the event, June 18th. So I'm gonna make that an agenda as well. And tell all of the models, that may be coming out to bring some old socks or some socks that they can donate. You know what I mean? And Brother Can, that was a great idea. So we're gonna push that out real hard. Also, our convention is in Detroit in August. I'll give you guys the exact date. I believe it's the week of the 17th, but I'm not sure. But we're going to, I believe it starts Tuesday to Saturday, maybe Wednesday to Saturday. I'm going to try to get up there, God willing, Wednesday. I got to work some things out, but they're doing raffle tickets. Everything is just to promote and help each other out. So they're going to send us some raffle tickets. I forgot what the winner get, but it's pretty good. And again, it's just a fundraiser to help out our divisions to stand strong. The Detroit division is the oldest division in the Unia right now, from what I understand. So it's great to see them elders work.
If I may interrupt really
yes.
quickly,
Go ahead.
you know, I'm a huge fan of Cyrus Suit and Seti, and and I'm pretty sure
he's from Detroit, isn't he?
Yeah, that's why I brought that up. And look, if I'm assuming you're in touch with the UNIA members down there. If possible, brother, please try to link up with that brother, and you know, get his details or whatever the case may be. Because I think he would be an essential asset with the recruiting program. You know, if we can get him to maybe help put together some videos or whatever the case may be, you know, I think that he would be essential. And he always talks about Marcus Garvey and fighting for liberation. He, to me, in my eyes, he's like our Malcolm X right now. You know, our Dr. Khalid Muhammad. You know, so if possible, please try to get in touch with that brother or get his email or whatever the case may be. You know, get him on a meeting or whatever with us at some point in time. I would be greatly appreciated.
I will. I'll reach out to Dr. Ma'ad as well. I know they used to do a lot of debates back in the day on Sonetta TV, the Armor Squad, and in fact, I think Seti might have been a member for a quick minute of the Armor Squad. So I'll see if her brother Aunt could get his number. And I'll reach out to those members as well, because he has to be in contact, and that elder, so I definitely know that. But you're right, Sovereign said he goes in hard. He goes in hard. So and the youth love him, so I definitely do that.
All
right. And now I wanted to introduce our newest member, Brother Charles. Brother Charles, are you there? Let me see if I can get him to unmute. We might have lost him. I think he might have lost. Oh, no, he's still on.
He muted, though.
I'm going to try to unmute him. There you go, Brother Charles. Are you there?
Yes, brother. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. First of all, I'm blessed to have you as a new member. You already knocked out your first month of dues and your admission fee. And I just love the story of what you're trying to do. So please, if you can, just tell the people about yourself and the organization that you're from and what you're doing over there, trying to liberate the people from your homeland.
One God, one aim, one destiny. Race first, brothers and sisters.
Race first.
Race first.
Race first.
Thank you for such an amazing welcome. Brothers and sisters, my name is Charles Muchineri-Pimchama. I'm from Zimbabwe, and I'm the president of the Patriotic Zimbabweans Party, which was formed last year in January. And the main aim of the party is to ensure that Zimbabweans abroad, in particular, and all Black people abroad work in collaboration with Black people back home to ensure that there is real and collective transformative development for Zimbabwe in particular and the continent in general. So we want to facilitate or to help ensure that we harness all the resources that we have, the human and material resources that we have as Black people in the diaspora, Zimbabweans in the diaspora, Africans in the diaspora, and work with Zimbabweans who are at home so that we develop the economy, we develop the country in the same breath that our late president of Ghana, Kwame Nkrumah, envisaged, that without economic power, we are powerless as a people, and without unity as a people, we are also powerless and we are not respected in the world. So after going through a number of international organizations, I realized the UNIA fits in perfectly with our vision as a political party. That is what encouraged me or persuaded me to join the UNIA. Let me go a step further and say that I am not joining the organization for political rhetoric, but due to the contacts or to the linkages that I have with our people back home, I would like the African diaspora, the brothers and sisters in the UNIA in the United States and anywhere in the world to become connected economically and politically with our brothers and sisters at home. And in particular, I am talking about our tribal elders that we have in Zimbabwe, of whom I am constantly in touch with, as well as communities in Zimbabwe. And furthermore, I would like to help establish the repatriation and the voluntary, or let me call it the voluntary repatriation or return of brothers and sisters who would like to settle in Zimbabwe or establish themselves economically. So I'm a graduate, or I studied a Bachelor of Arts in English and History and a Master's in Human Services in Zimbabwe and here in the United States, respectively. So in short, that's me, Charles Mchineri-Pintama, and my party, the Patriotic Zimbabweans Party. Thank you.
Thank you, Brother Charles. And, you know, like I say, we say Africa for the Africans. So, you know, we got to link up with our brothers over there. And the fact that you're over here trying to get everything organized and that you're at the right spot in the UNIA. Did anybody want to ask Brother Charles anything before we proceed on?
Yeah, I had a question or whatnot. I may have a couple as the talk goes on.
Go ahead, brother.
But just starting off, do you guys have a website or anything of that nature? Maybe a Facebook group or anything in that arena?
Yes, we have a Facebook page, but
Okay.
our website is currently down.
Okay.
But we definitely have a Facebook page. It's Patriotic Zimbabweans in the diaspora. Patriotic Zimbabweans in the diaspora. And I also have a page, Charles Mchineri-Pintama, on Facebook.
Okay, if possible, I don't know if you're able to, but if possible, I'd like for you to put your Facebook name in the chat so we can try to link up with you that way as well. And,
yeah, that's a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely, I'll do that.
Personally, myself, I think it kind of goes for all of us. You know, we're visual creatures, so I would definitely love to, see some images or whatever the case may be pertaining to back home in Zimbabwe and maybe the elders and things of that nature. And just like you talked about making a connection, that's what we need, because us as being in the diaspora, we're not able to connect with the brothers and sisters over there. That's what the white man wants, basically, keep us divided so they can conquer us. So, you saying that you're trying to play that linkage, I think is extremely important. And I would definitely like to be involved myself with that. So, any information you have or whatever the case may be, I'm definitely interested in hearing more about it and trying to help you out with your cause as far as that goes as well. So I just want to give you a thanks and give you praise for what you're doing, because not many brothers and sisters are willing to stand up and spearhead this problem. So much respect to you, brother. If anybody else has something to say.
Anybody else got anything to say?
Well, I can say welcome and thank you for joining the UNIA. I'm First Lady President Narcissa Davis. So I'm looking forward to seeing your face. And I guess I have to show mine. I'll show mine. Hello, everybody. So just so you know who I am. So welcome. We look forward to working with you, and I'm looking forward to getting the information that you said that you're going to send in to us. Thank you.
You've been stunting on Facebook lately too, Lady Prayers. I just gotta let you know that. You and your daughter.
You know, we've been working hard. Working hard.
Y'all been showing off. Y'all been showing off. I love it.
Working hard.
Thank you.
As the sister said, welcome, brother, welcome. You're in the right place.
That's right. Welcome to the family. We're gonna take care of it.
Thank you. I appreciate it, brothers and
All
sisters.
All right, so I guess we close now. We can go through member share. Did anybody have anything to share?
Yeah, I got
ahead, Brother
some.
Kane.
I'm pretty talkative today, as you can see.
That's a good thing, brother. Go ahead.
Yeah, you know, the sister, I believe, Mother Earth, I believe she calls herself. She mentioned something to the effect that that the brothers in jail, well, the brothers and sisters in the system or whatnot are in jail. They're not able to write letters, and I find that to be wrong. You know, it's already you know, a communication problem, and we need to be able to see what's going on with our families. You know what I mean? And from the way it sounds is that, I know I've been to jail several times, and you got to buy a money card just to be able to try to call somebody and, you know, to reach out. And for brothers not to only be able to get postcards, you know, that I'm willing to fight over that. I want to knock somebody's head off. That it just doesn't sit well with my stomach. So as far as that goes, I think that that's something that we need to be pushing as far as one of our agendas when it comes down to these candidates, that we got to change this. You know, this right here isn't right. I haven't heard about this going on in any jail system, to be honest with you. So, you know, as I said, not being able to write letters to your loved ones and especially receive them, you know, I feel like that's a given right. You know, we should
I'm
be
sorry
able
to cut you off, Brother Cam, but didn't she say you couldn't even receive phone calls? Because
No,
she didn't say that.
you can. No, you can.
Oh, I know.
He
I
can
thought you
write
was off,
you.
Sister Yvette.
No, you can write. He can write you, but you can't write him. You have to send him a postcard. They justify it by saying that people were sneaking substance for the inmates to get high or to utilize, to put together to make drugs. So they stopped letters coming in, but there are letters coming out because he wrote me 3 so far. But you can't write him letters. You have to send him a postcard. You can't even send him like a birthday card if so
no
to speak.
pictures either.
He can receive pictures,
Okay.
but they have to be you have to call, you know, like go on their website, because the pictures have to be not like Polaroid. It has to just be regular pictures. He can receive pictures. He just can't receive letters. He just postcards and pictures.
Okay. And I guess just to add on a little bit to that, you know, they're saying that it's about drugs. I think that that's just, you know, that's just some, excuse my language, some bullshit. If I may say so. If we got all the yeah, we have all these police. You know, there's growing every day, the police force or whatever. We got so many police, and we know we got police dogs all everywhere. There's no reason why they can't allow you know, paper letters, regular paper letters, and have the police dog sniff them out. You know, so and that's just my rebuttal to that. That's a weak excuse as far as that goes. And you know, people, as far as sending in you know, sending in drugs, I guess through a liquid manner, who's the ones who's really doing that? You know what I mean? You don't really hear about, I guess you can say, Black people or African people melting down marijuana and, you know, putting it in a letter, or meth or cocaine or heroin, any of that stuff. I can't, you know, I can't speak for everybody, but, you know, for me being in and out of the jail system, I don't see brothers doing stuff like that. You know, that's more of a European or another group's type of thing. So, you know, as I said, I feel like that's one of the agendas that we need to be pushing onto these candidates. That not being able to, you know, receive letters in jail, that needs to change basically. So, you know, that's all I got to say on that at the moment.
Yeah, that's crazy. We have a young brother that is an attorney in the New York division. He was supposed to come on and speak today, but he couldn't make it. He just texted me. So I'm gonna try to get him on, even if it's at just to meet with our local officers, and maybe he can give us some advice.
Get his opinion.
Yeah, definitely. So he just texted me and said, I'm asking, I'm also gonna try to see if he can give us his website or whatever. But he calls himself the young attorney, and I'll actually try to share his Facebook so you guys can reach out to him. He's a good brother, and he's in the Unia-Acl, so we definitely want to link up with him. You had something else to share, Brother Can?
No, not at the moment. Me and how can I put it? Brother Bruce, he has his brokerage idea or whatever, and me and him we're working on that at the moment right now. It's a work in progress, so we'll probably be ready to share in another, I don't know, 2 to 3 weeks at the most. And go ahead.
I want to ask a question about the broken, because I need to, if we don't get it started, I'm going to try to find a class to take, because it's my brother is into trucking and he's looking to purchase one. And I was hoping that we would be like almost halfway there, because it's something that looking into the future, and it's necessary. We can use somebody else's company and let them take on a risk, but sooner or later we're going to have to take on those risks because they did, and we see that they're successful. So and I had somebody tell me a long spiel about just let them, I'm like, I want to do it. I want to be to say that they can, join me instead of me joining them. So I'm definitely interested in it. I want to take the class. I want to understand. I want to build on the UNIA as well as my family. So it's very important to me that we get it done. Whatever you need me to do, I can help you with it. If it's administrative, I'm home every day.
Okay.
From 6:30 to 3. I'm on that computer. So if you want to send me something, I can work on it.
All right. Well, pardon me. If I may, I guess jump in. As far as that goes, I would say that Brother Bruce is more so the leader in this arena, because he's kind of like it's his idea to an extent, and so I'm kind of working with him on that. I don't want to go too far into details about it, but from my understanding, basically, the main goal as far as to get it started is we need to try to round up around I want to say $8,000 to $10,000. And one of the ways that we're trying to do that is by saying that we want to see if we can get 100 people to put in $100. It's basically like buying shares. So we're starting a company, and for every $100 you'll get a share. And as the company progresses and grows, as far as buying land, property, getting buildings and things of that nature, your share value will increase over time. And as far as you mentioned about classes or whatnot, brother, as I said, Brother Bruce, he's really the man to talk to when it comes down to the classes or whatnot. I really couldn't give you a whole lot of information on that. I know that what he is trying to do is that he wants to I guess get a group of us together, and once we get together as a group, buy one course and then go over it together as a team. So that way, instead of, just like you were saying, you're ready to go ahead and do it right now, you're ready to go on and take a course. Well, maybe if we can get 5 people that are also interested, let's just say the course is $100, 5 people put in $20 instead of you just putting in 100, and then we all have access to it. So I know that that's one of the things that he's trying to push on that. But as far as like really moving forward, I'm just going to be honest with you. As far as really making it happen, we're going to have to get up at least, I want to say, around $8,000 to $10,000 to really make this a thing. And from my understanding, once we're able to do that, the company will start generating money itself. We don't it's how can I put it? The brokerage itself makes money off of truckers, getting jobs.
Getting the contracts.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
go ahead.
No, it's just no. I'm all in, and
Okay.
and it's like 10 of us on this line. If it's 10 of us or 8 of us, and we all put in 100, basically $1,000. That's what we basically need. Everybody needs to come up with 1,000,
Yeah,
and just put it in the piggy and
that's right.
let it do what it does. And maybe we need to start doing that. Well, I guess we can talk about that during the leadership meeting, and see if we can. I mean, because if we have it, and you know what? Let me just say, we have a lot of visionaries here, and you're one of them. And
Yes,
then
ma'am.
we need supporters, and we need somebody to implement, execute.
That's right.
And we have to do. We all have to be. We have to all have that in us. And it's another one, because we have to also have. It's almost like empathy. Understand what what we need to do, how we need to move forward. We understand the environment that we're in. Money's funny, but we are trying to make something happen. And
That's
if we
right.
don't just act, we need to act. So if that's what you need to say at our leadership meeting, we need to come up with this. You have 200 this month. Let's make it a 6 month. In 6 months, how much can we have? And then move forward on that. We can do something with that.
That's
If
right.
everybody comes up with that, we can do it. We can open up the bank account. We can do a whole lot of stuff. If that's where you're headed, I'm all for it, because I need to do some things. So I want to do them with the Unia-Acl. So that's where I'm at.
Well, thank you for chiming in on that. And I guess from the me and brother Bruce speaking, the one of the goals as far as the presentation goes is, brother Bruce, he has a lot of this in his mind, and I keep referring to him because, as I said, he's the mastermind in all of this. But the goal of the presentation is to also play as advertisement to an extent. So once we create the presentation, we want to be able to share it with not only the Baltimore division, but every other division that's in the United States. And yeah, it may be, it's 10 of us that's dedicated right here. If we can get 10, 10 in Baltimore, 10 in New York, 10 in California, we got what, 52 states or whatever the case may be, somewhere around there. If we can get 10 members from the majority of the states, then as far as donating just $100 a piece, then we can really get the ball rolling a whole lot faster. And from my understanding, where brother Bruce wants to use the presentation as advertisement, and to also put his words to vision in so many words. So as I said, though, we're going to try to be getting that out within the next 2 weeks or so. And you mentioned helping out. We're definitely going to need secretaries and things of that nature, people to also support us with this movement, because obviously we can't do it by ourselves.
Right.
And you can definitely be an asset in that. And short term, we have our vision, but I mean, not short term, but long term wise, if you do invest in this, and I'm going to say everything is going to go just as we plan, but if you do invest in it in the long term, it could basically, this could be your way out of working. If you go ahead and invest now, because brother Bruce, he wants to sell the shares for $200. And I told him, you know what, let's say that the first 100 people, they get it for half the price. Instead of 200, we lower it down to 100. And as you said, money is a little bit funny for all of us. So, if we can get it lowered down or whatnot, and get other people into it once the company does grow, because it's not just we're talking about a brokerage, but really the big idea is to continue growing like a snowball effect. So
Right.
first we establish the brokerage. Okay, the brokerage is gonna be able to have income coming in. So instead of us talking about we gotta try to donate, $10, $20 or $100 out of our own pockets, we're gonna have UNIA money coming in on a regular basis or whatnot. So it's going to generate money for us, and with that money, we'll be able to buy land. And let's just say we get I'm just throwing a number out here, but let's just say we get 20 to 50 acres. Well, once we establish that we can get that land, from the brokerage money or whatnot, then we can start doing things on that land. as far as, you know, we could do have vendors, or we can have storage for tankers, parking for the trucks or whatnot, because, you know, people need parking. And we could also do storage, just like how Amazon, you know, they have their storage facilities. We could basically have the same thing on the land. So once we establish one thing, we're gonna step up and move to another thing. And basically the goal is we get the brokerage, and then from the brokerage we get the land. And then once we get the land, we establish storage and shipping or whatnot from that land platform. And once we build up the land platform, we start looking at an even bigger picture, which would be a tanker truck. I mean, not a tanker truck, but a container ship, and that's around $10 million. So, you know, it's as I said, if you join in now and basically early, the as long as everything goes well within a couple of years or whatnot, you know, this could basically put you out of work in a good manner. So so I look forward to us being able to present that to you guys and trying to move forward with that.
That's talking about, that's a visionary right there. I love it.
Right.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yes,
I
ma'am.
also, before I forget, Brother Bruce wanted me to mention that about radio communication. He's going to be taking a test on the 23rd. And, you know, he's really into global communication. And so he's going to give us some feedback the next time. He has something to do with his wife today, but he's definitely going to fill us in on that as far as how we could communicate, especially in times of, I would say, a tragedy or something like that. So that'd be good too.
Yeah, and if I may chime in on that, just like I had spoke to the elder a while ago, and I said I hadn't forgot about him. Before you mentioned Brothers Bruce's presentation or whatnot or program, I had reached out to the elder, and because he had the first time I heard him, that's what he was talking about. We need to have an emergency plan for the Unia for our members, because things are getting crazy out here, and you know we got all these other people, they're ready, but I hate to say it, most of us are not. And so, you know, if the lights go down, you know, if they shut communication off or whatnot, as far as the phones go, we can still use satellites or the ham radio, which is what Brother Bruce was speaking on. And so the next program that I'm going to be working on with Brother Bruce and also the elder is basically an emergency program for all UNIA divisions. So that way we have, let's just say we'll have Brother Everett or Brother Bruce, you know, it'll be at least one or two people will be established with a ham radio and knowing how to operate it. And then if anything happens, you know, just like he said, in an event of an emergency, we need to be able to communicate. We all have like a exit strategy, just like they have at schools and hospitals and so forth, where we get up with the president or whoever the case may be. And, you know, if it comes down to it, you know, we can talk to the New York division, we can talk to all divisions and say, hey, we're going to meet up and we're going to do what we need to do. And you know, protect ourselves in a case of an emergency of not having lights and other things of that nature. And in Baltimore and other big cities, you know, those aren't good places to be when things get ugly. People are gonna, once the food dries up, you already know there's food deserts around there. They don't have the best food. They don't want you to grow your own food. So, you know, once things get bad, we're gonna need to be able to band together. If not, it's gonna be a dog eat dog world, and you're gonna be on your own. So as I said, you know, that's one of the next programs that we're gonna be looking into putting out. And if you guys have any other suggestions, then let Brother Everett know, or either let myself know. That's all.
That's it.
Yes, sir.
Awesome. Did anybody have anything else to share? Lady Prez, you got anything to share? Brother Frank?
I plan on doing something for you soon. I think maybe after Juneteenth. I plan for us to have our anniversary celebration, anything going on celebration, because we haven't celebrated ourselves. So I think it's time for us to celebrate our accomplishments and what's to come.
You doing fish? We can do it August 6th. That's my birthday. Month of
Yes.
Mosiah. Month of Mosiah. All through
Lord have mercy. So yes, we'll do it on the 6th, and we'll have cornbread, fish. I may do some coleslaw or some type of something that came out of my yard.
You did say
You know,
cornbread though, right? You did say cornbread.
Yes.
uh,
I already
excuse
know
me,
to make something for you.
I love it. Thanks.
I already know to make something for you, Tony.
yeah. Okay. That's not what I was getting ready to say, but yeah,
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna, I'm gonna tell you how, how the ancestors and the energy work. August 6th happens to be Jamaica independence.
Wow.
Awesome.
That's crazy. If you really look, they say August is the month of Mosiah, but if you really look at it, if you get the calendar, there's so much stuff that's happening in August besides his birthday and everything. The convention, the first convention when we introduced the flag and the Constitution, August 13th, 1920th. August is a phenomenal month. I did not know. I think Brother Tony, you did tell me that. It was Jamaica's independence. That's crazy.
Yeah, and I didn't want to say nothing, but I'm gonna let the cat out the bag, so to speak. I mean, I'm trying to get with Island Cuisine up there on Liberty Road. I'm trying to get with it. A friend of mine introduced me to the owner, and I'm trying to get with him probably Monday to see if we could do something in the parking lot. You got a gazebo and stuff out there, so I don't know. I mean, now I don't want it to get crowded, but I already started planning that. So let's see where it goes. It basically was going. What I had in mind was basically Jamaica independence celebration. But I mean, for whatever it's worth, you know, if this works out, we could reshuffle some things. You know what I'm saying? Let's see what happens.
Okay.
As long as it's food there, I'm down. I'm just trying to eat.
Man, you're always trying to eat, man.
I know I'm doing the 5K early that day, so I'll be clear after that. I got to get my running. I'm gonna make some history.
Yeah, but I'm gonna let y'all know though. One thing, you know, I bleed red, black, and green. So if it come down to where Lady Prayers got something planned, you know where I'm gonna be at.
I'm sure we can make it work. Let's just make it work. Y'all two network it out. Wherever it's at, I'm there. I'm all for it. Let's make it happen. We can mix. Okay. We can mix it two up. You know, we can mix the two up.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, Brother Frank. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Brother Tony. I saw Brother Frank might have had his hand up. I don't be seeing that stuff. But go ahead, finish up, Brother Tony.
But also what Cam was talking about and Brother Bruce about the communication thing is also I have remember, Brother Everett, I told you about a female acquaintance of mine that was in the ACLU. She the one that told me to back off of them. Her husband, right, he does a lot of research. He does a lot of research, and he already they have a group. There's a group that I'm a part of that he lays out like emergency plans, what like to have a backpack at all times packed with your passport, your cash, a firearm, all that kind of on the ready, you know what I'm saying? And I have also started stockpiling. I've been online looking at food that's non-perishable that you can stockpile. It's important to stockpile food because I'm telling you, the way things are going right now, we gonna get up one day and ain't gonna be no supermarket to go to. So I tell everybody, start stockpiling foods. Clear out a little section of your apartment, your house, or whatever, and just start storing water and non-perishable goods. You know what I'm saying? Don't keep all your cash in the bank. Don't have just plastic, because God forbid it one day we get up and all the ATMs are going to be down. I'm not telling you, I got to the point where I'm not talking about if it happens. I'm talking about when it happens. Always have a stash of cash. Because one day you're going to stick that plastic card in that ATM and nothing happening. I'm going to tell you right now. You know, that's one of the things I learned from this brother. He's a brother. He's incognito. He don't really like to do a lot of public speaking, but I'm gonna try to get him on one. I'm gonna try to get him on one of these meetings because he's very knowledgeable about things to come. The sister, his wife, is an oracle. His wife is an oracle. She receives messages from the ancestors of things to come. And then he is a researcher. He does the research. He goes on the ground, does the research, and then because even a lot of this stuff that's going on now, he and her already had told me in advance that certain things were going to happen, and they are happening. So I don't take these people for granted, you know what I mean? And they my people, they my family, you know what I'm saying?
Right. Not to be funny, did they tell you about the aliens?
The aliens?
Yeah.
Y'all didn't hear about it? Come on.
They released it, I heard.
Hold on, I heard too. I don't know if y'all have. They said the aliens, the unidentified UFO, whatever it is. They said it. I said after the pandemic, the next thing is going to be aliens, and they've been here.
The U.S. Navy.
They've been here.
Wow.
They finally basically they had a meeting. The U.S. government had a meeting with the Navy, and I guess some politicians or whatnot. And they came out to say that yes, UFOs are real, and they showed some images, but they watered it down, and you know they act like they didn't really know anymore. You know, they said that yes, they exist, and they showed some videos, but they didn't want to really elaborate. You know, they played dumb for many of the questions, but they did let the cat out the bag on that one.
Yep, and they titled it something else instead of UFOs. They named it something else, something totally crazy.
And I'll see about posting the video of it on the Baltimore Facebook page, so everybody can take a look at it.
Cause it's real, y'all. So what we gonna do about that? It's something coming.
Listen. Let me tell you something. I'm out here every day in the streets, and I'm gonna tell you this: the way I've seen people's behavior change so radically. People are so quick-tempered. People are so angry. It's just, I mean, it doesn't look like it, but the chaos has. If you think the chaos is coming, you late. The chaos is already here. It's already here. I see people running through 3 red lights. People running through stop signs. I mean, the chaos is already here. It's just the dumbing down of our people is, I don't want to say complete, but it's damn near there. You hear the music is crap. The movies is crap. Everything to do with us is that they throw at us is crap. And it's not coincidental. And then we up here talking about, oh, it's just entertainment, man. Why you so uptight? Man, that's a joke, man. You late. You sleeping. You better wake up.
Well,
race first.
If I may chime in just a moment, as far as the UFOs go, you know, we got to keep in mind if they have been here, and it's been said that they have stopped there's been like nuclear bombs or whatever that the United States has, that they've hovered over those areas and actually disabled them to an extent. So, you know, on a positive note, if it does come down to a nuclear war, you know, hopefully they may look out for us and disable it and stop the, you know, this white supremacy that's been going on, you know, to save the planet to some extent, especially if they're using it or living here. I know it sounds kind of crazy or whatnot. And as far as brother Anthony was speaking about the emergency plan, and he knows a brother that has some information that could be very important to us. If you can't get him on, brother, see if you can, write down some tips or whatever the case may be, get whatever information you can with him, and try to get up with me, or either I can get up with you whenever I start developing that plan, and then we can kind of all work together as a team to really put this into action before it's too late. And brother Frank has his hand up.
Most definitely, brother. Most definitely.
Yeah, I see. I'm just gonna have to overtalk.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm gonna do, because I got a couple of things and I gotta run. But
go ahead, brother Frank.
So one thing I want to kind of go back to the business stuff. We talk about the trucking thing. So all I'm gonna say is call Bruce about that. You can get started today if you want. If you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go with others. So if you want to start right now today, you could call Bruce. You can get a class. You can get whatever you want as far as trucking information from him. Your brother can get work from him right away. So there's nothing stopping you from doing that. As far as doing it as a group, one thing I'm gonna say about our group, if you think about, Marcus Garvey and this organization that we're a part of, the biggest part of it that we have not really focused on and implemented yet is the donation aspect of it and the shareholding aspect of this organization. It was a social friendly organization. Basically what that meant is they raised money together. Everyone contributed, and everyone decided and committed to give money on a monthly or weekly basis, however it had to go, but they raised a lot of money. So that's one thing that we're going to have to really look at, as far as everybody agreeing to what we're going to put into our building fund or whatever different funds and what our money is going to go to. But everybody has to kind of decide for themselves how much they can put up every month, and then we can do multiple different things with that money within our organization. But I think we have to focus on the foundation of first, starting to just put money together. And then once we get that ball rolling, then we can start putting that to other things. And then to build on that, as far as being a part of an organization, these things take time. So we are still building. And as far as us just getting along, I've been in multiple businesses. I've owned companies by myself. And the hardest thing a lot of times is to collaborate and partnerships. So it becomes like a marriage with your business partners. And we have to get to the point where we're communicating on a regular basis, every day almost, especially if we have a brokerage firm. We either going to be all working it together or a part of building that business together. So we can either, it's two things you can do in business. You can work in the business or you can work on the business. So we have to decide what side of the business organization you'll be a part of. Some people just going to be donating money. Others are going to be a really important part of the day-to-day activities of what that business does. And not everybody can do that. We understand. So that means that we'll have employees, right? So that's just something I wanted to throw out there, that we are still building. And, we might not be going fast enough for everybody, but we're definitely getting there.
That's right.
That's right. Yeah, brother Frank.
That's right. So, yeah. We also raised, I put it in the chat. Sorry, brother Frank, you may want to chime in. We also raised 200. I think everybody's decided to kick out 50, but whatever you have, $10, $5. Just send it to the Cash App. We'll put that. I'm gonna once we open our account, we can do. Well, I do the treasury report next meeting, and I'll put it on the Chrome tonight. But we're close to 1,000, not counting the 150. So we'll start doing different. I don't know where I'm going, but ledgers. So that 150 will go in a different ledger of a bookkeeping. Along with our other funds, so we can establish what goes where, which would be good. And, you know, we just got to just keep committing. And Frank said something that's very important that we always talk about at orientation and a lot of the other meetings. And President Maru of Chicago always says it. You know, to be a Garveyite, it takes sacrifice financially, mentally, time. It's a lot of work. And we all have to be able to, you know, try to commit as best we can. And right now we got a strong team. I think we got over 40 members, but it's always a strong 10 to 12. And we just got to just keep working till we get even stronger. So that means that we got 40 now, if we get 80, we probably have a strong 20. We just got to keep growing and keep pushing. And as we start growing financially with businesses, everybody's going to want to jump in. I just left the restoration committee today, and they were talking about how to start business, starting a nonprofit and everything. And they wanted me to speak on it. And I'm like, man, we pretty much there. We about to get a bank account. And they trying to figure out and watch how we move, like to watch how they move and learn from our mistakes. But Sister Brenda was like, don't look like Brother Evelyn, I'm messing around. They're not making mistakes. They look like they going through it. And so sometimes when we meet and we have our heated discussions and we call each other out, that's the best thing we can do, because we are taking on the onus of making each other accountable, making sure that we're on it. And it's not easy. Like Frank said, we're business partners. You argue with your wives and your family members all the time. It's a marriage, but a marriage is a business. It's a license you got signed. So we're all married to each other. I love all y'all, and we're really growing. It's going to take a little time. We may not move as fast as everybody wants us to move, but as long as we're moving directly and we're meeting and we're being proactive, I think that's the major thing. And we're headed in the right direction. I just want to say that I appreciate all of you guys.
Appreciate you too, brother.
Likewise.
We appreciate your hard work, President Everett. I know I do. I appreciate what you do.
Brother Frank, was you finished?
Yeah, that's all I got. You know, I just wanted to add that. And the only other thing I'll say is we still I'm working on the bylaws. I downloaded the template today, and I'm just going to start putting the information in there. So that's still in progress. And when we have our leadership meeting, we can talk about it more in detail.
Awesome, awesome. I see Dr. Shams up in the spot. What's up, Dr. Shams? You had anything to share real quick? I know you wanted to plug in your website, and I'm trying to get it to where it pops up on the website, but right now, all I can do is that blog. But go ahead, brother Shams, Dr. Shams, my CBPM brother. What's up?
Race first.
Race first.
Yes. My website is a unique website, and I think it'd be good if more people copied the example of what my website does as far as directly helping the organization and the government we in. And that aspect of my website I'm talking about is the aspect where I ask for donations from the general public. I'm also on Twitter doing the same thing. I advertise on Twitter sometimes, but all the advertising I'm doing is not paying off yet. But people are starting to realize that what I'm saying there to back up the reason for the donations is not nonsense. You know, it's real. You know, what our people are suffering through, you know, while people, you know, outside of everybody else, you know, don't have reparations yet, you know, and how they try to keep the Jewish Holocaust intact, but they want to put a law or ban against critical race theory, something that they did to our ancestors, still do to the present day and going forward. They haven't stopped doing what they doing, but they trying to put us in a difficult situation whereby if we talk about what happened to us, we can get locked up, you know? So that's not good, but you know, the example of my website would be for others to establish similar websites and go to the general public, try to get donations, also make speeches in public, or, you know, record a speech and then play it back on boombox. Race first.
Race first, Dr. Shams.
Race first.
Dr. Shams, what's your Twitter handle?
Okay, my Twitter handle is Shams Bay _7_USHR.
You said Shams Bay, B-E-Y?
Yeah. At Shams Bay, at the at symbol, at Shams Bay _7_USHR.
Are you also a member of our Facebook group?
I'm not certain that I am or not. You know, Brother Everett, I think could answer that better than I could.
Are you on Facebook?
I have a Facebook account, yes.
Are you active on it?
Yeah, some of the things I write up in my Twitter, I transfer right over to Facebook and Instagram too. Yes.
Okay. Could you do you mind sharing your Facebook name as well so I can add you up there?
I think it's Sajed Abdul Hakim Bey.
Put that in the chat.
All right. I think that's it. I could be wrong, but you might be able to find me that way. If not, I'm gonna leave my phone number also and see what's happening. Maybe I can fix it, you know, so you could look at what I have on Facebook. But
what did you say it was again? What is it?
Oh, my Twitter account?
Facebook.
Facebook Sejet.
Spell it.
SEDJET Abdul Hakim Bey. That's it. Sajid Abdul Hakim Bey. Yeah. I can put it in the chat for you too.
Hold on. Hold on. Let me do that right now. If this works. There, good. Perfect. I put it in the chat, Cam. You want me to text it to you too?
Nah, I'm gonna grab it up out the chat. But I think it's important. I know all of us don't really use all of these platforms, including myself. You know, I'm not too active up there, but I think it's important that we try to link up as much as possible, just in case one platform goes down. You know, we can use another one. So, thank you for that, brother, and much respect to you.
Okay. Peace and race first.
Race first.
Race first.
Thanks a lot. Race first.
All right, anybody got anything to add before we have Sergeant at Arms close this out? All right, Brother Tony.
Pardon me. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, there's supposed to be a leadership meeting. Is there, I don't really know the date on that. Could you say so right now? You know, when did you plan to do that?
Not this Monday, the following Monday.
Okay.
Not this Monday, the following Monday. We didn't do the last Monday, this Monday, because of the holiday. And I was out of town. I just came back in from New Jersey, but we're going to do the following Monday. Well, I will say, and Brother Can, text me after the meeting. We have something I need you to look at, and I need to see if you can help me get it printed, or how the best way to print it. But we have next month, we're going to change our meetings starting. They're going to be the second and fourth Saturday. That's how we're going to do it starting next month.
Okay.
We're in June, right? So in July, we'll start meeting on the 2nd and the 4th. And Brother Cam, when I send you this thing, you'll see why. They put it in there and they asked me what days we're meeting, and I just picked those days. I couldn't in that. So we'll stick with it. Every now and then we can change it, of course, but those will be our meetings. So when people ask, starting in July, we'll be meeting every second Saturday and fourth Saturday, unless it's a holiday or something like that.
Okay. And also, if it's all right, instead of texting you, if it's okay, I'll just give you a call or whatnot. I wanted to also, you were talking about maybe possibly trying to get me up there to Baltimore.
Yes.
You know, we can speak on that as well.
That'll work. That'll definitely work. All right, Brother Tony, it's on you. You got a quote for the day?
Yeah, before I do the quote though, there's a lot of information that was circulated today. Could it be put like in one central location where anybody could grab it, like say the signal or something? All of the information with the new member all that Dr. Sham, all is Twitter handle, all that stuff, and just put it in one location where everybody could benefit.
Yeah, I think that'd be a great idea. And Dr. Shams, he has his hand up.
Yes, I also have a conference call account where I've been using it to put up some of the meetings that we have been through, and instead of just recording them, putting them in archives, try to put them in use so that other people who have no idea about us at all can learn who we are and what we do. You know, here's some of the speeches that we give, some of the conferences that we do, and so forth. Race first.
Yeah, we need to. I'm kind of envisioning some kind of cloud mechanism or something of that nature where the information is stored, and anybody, any member of the Unia, well, at least, you know, yeah, could reach out and grab that information. Anyway, with that said, because this meeting was so powerful, I'm not going to go into a fancy quote. I'm just going to go into one of Marcus Garvey's most popular quotes. Up, ye mighty race, we can accomplish what we will. Race first.
Race first.
Race first. I guess it's on me. If you guys can unmute yourselves and repeat after me. Africa.
Africa.
For the Africans.
For the Africans.
For those at home.
For those
at home.
And those abroad.
And those
abroad.
One God.
One God.
One aim.
One aim.
And one destiny.
One destiny.
Race first and our
Race first.
On our national anthem.
Race first.
Race first.
Race first.
All right, everybody. Race first. Race first.
Race first.
Enjoy your day.